Hey everyone, and welcome back to Booster Box Wednesday!
Booster Box Wednesday!
So what we're opening today is this booster box of Star Wars Destiny Spirit of Rebellion. So this is the second Star Wars Destiny set. It is one of the cheaper sets, which is why I splashed out a booster box of it. Sets 1, 2, and 3 are very, very cheap. Sets 4, 5, and 6 still pretty cheap, and then 7, 8, and 9 are still relatively new. So they're holding somewhat of a premium despite the game being cancelled. So I picked up some of this a while ago. So I decided to start finishing off some sets now that they were super cheap because the game got cancelled. So the way that these work is each pack has 5 cards and 1 die. I'm going to zoom in a little bit now that we're going to the packs. So there's going to be 3 commons, 1 uncommon, and 1 rare, all legendary. Which is kind of weird. The uncommons are the same as the number of rares. Yeah. But each rare or legendary has a corresponding die with it, which you use within the game. So you see here, this is the die. It has the number on one side. This is number 54, so we'll have the associated card number 54. And it has different things on the sides for different in-game actions. It's green, so that means it's a rare rather than a legendary. So this is the corresponding card that goes with that. It's Force Push. And then this is our 1 uncommon. And then we get 3 commons. So this is a set that I don't actually have very much of. So I'm going to be needing quite a lot of it. Laura's got the binder there. You can have a look through maybe as we're going. This is number 10. This is another rare. And this is Darth Vader, Dark Apprentice.
Ooh.
So these are the first few sets did the rares and stuff really nicely. They had all of the rares and legendaries together at the start and made organizing the dice a lot easier. And then they changed that for later sets, which made me very sad. This is number 21. And this is Unkar Plutt, or Simon Pegg, as he's otherwise known.
We're doing pretty good on cards that we need.
That's because we need most of them. It's funny when I said Laura has a binder. Laura also has sleeves, but Laura is choosing not to use them. Laura is now looking sheepishly at me. We have number 46, Outer Rim Smuggler. Bombing Run and Swiftness, War-Torn Streets. These sideways ones are locations that happen within the game and outmaneuver. Let's put the dice. Yeah, you can figure it out if we need them. So I actually really like the art on these cards. It's a running theme where these, plus there's like a Lord of the Rings set where it's not based on the movies, it's based on just other artwork, and the Harry Potter trading card game is the same. I really like the art on card games where they're based on existing materials that have, primarily live action stuff, but it's using unique artwork and original artwork and some original designs, which I do really like. Anyway, this is Makashi Training is our rare. My ally is the Force. Commons. We have to get through a whole booster box of these. So these are 36 packs per booster box. So I'm trying to remember how many rares are in the set. Between rares and legendaries. Oh, first legendary, we have Chewbacca.
Ooh.
Very cool. So I think between rares and legendaries, I think they're called legendaries, there's 60, I believe, in a set. So a couple of booster boxes is probably going to get you most of the rares. Missing 1 or 2, and then some amount of the legendaries. The good thing also is if you play, there's a maximum of 2 cards. Lone Operative is alright. There's a maximum of 2 cards, 2 copies of each card, per deck. So it means that if you were actually playing this when it was still around, you don't actually have to buy too much to pick up everything you need. And the most expensive cards in sets, the ones that were super playable. Oh, we have another legendary there. That is Director Krennic. I do actually think we have that one already. That's number 3. So what was I saying? Yeah, you didn't have to open too much to get all the stuff that you needed, and even the top tier, most playable legendaries were topping out at around $40 a time, which for the most playable card in a set is not too bad. That's number 40. It's just flicking through the binder here. She's only sorting rares and legendaries at the moment. We'll sort the commons and uncommons later and see how much we're missing. This is number 45, Maz Kanata. I was forget how to pronounce her name. Very cool. And so, as I'm sure you can see from the artwork, these are not based on one specific part of Star Wars. At least these early sets have a bit of everything, because that one we had a card based on Luke, there's Lando, and then there's Kylo Ren, so a bit of all of Star Wars. This one's number 34, Jedi Acolyte. What do you think of this game, Laura? Or this set, or these cards? Share some opinions.
I like Star Wars and I like the cards. I don't really know anything about the game other than it has dice.
Oh, we got another mythic. This is Bowcaster. Mythic, legendary, whatever. So these things down here, these are the different results that you can get on the die. I'm trying to show them off, they all match. And the die it works, it's kind of weird. If you're using a card that has a die, the card starts in play for some of them, and you only need one copy of the card, but you need 2 copies of the die if you want to use the maximum powered one. So this is another legendary. That is Ig88. So you actually see in the bottom here he has 15/20. There's a certain amount of points you're allowed to start with. I think it's 25. So he counts as 15 points if he uses one die, but 20 if you're using both his die. So it would just be a second copy of the same die, but you would get to roll both whenever playing him, activate his ability, whatever. Oh, do we already have him as well?
Yep.
That's disappointing when we're getting multiple legendaries that we need. 47, Smuggling Freighter. Like I say, these early sets became so cheap so quick that at one point I think GameStop was selling them for 19 cents a pack. I just wish I could have got to a GameStop before they sold out. This is number 6, Imperial Discipline. After I open this box, I'll see how much we're actually missing, whether it's maybe worth getting one more box of this set before just going for singles. Number 24, Personal Shield. Oh, she's reaching for a sleeve. It looks like we need it. And number 12, while you're looking.
Is there much of a singles market for this?
Not hugely, I don't think. So this is Royal Guard is a rare in this pack. I don't think it's really, really popular. There's a lot of promos associated with the game, especially tournament winning promos where they would have full die cut, glossy cards. They were really cool. I'll show some of those off if I ever get them. It's number 28, Rebel Commando. So there's a bit of a market for those promos and stuff, but generally singles, especially from the earlier sets, there's not too much of a market, not much of a demand. Number 16, that one. It says Lure of Power. And that one is number 15. It is Lightsaber Pike. My enjoyment of this game is based entirely on my liking of Star Wars. This is number 1, the Death Trooper. Yeah, based entirely on my enjoyment of Star Wars rather than on the game itself. I played a couple of games of it. I wasn't hugely into it. You know, the strategy and stuff was cool. Dice rolling elements generally aren't for me too much in games. I like to have more control over what I'm doing. This is number 33, Overkill. Because of the dice, the boxes are kind of huge for how much is actually in them. This is number 2. Do we have number 2?
Now we do.
Hooray. It's FN2199, Loyal Trooper.
It's Finn, right?
No, I think is that not the guy who shouts traitor at Finn?
Oh.
Because he's a loyal trooper?
Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe. Well, I mean, it's the quote on the card says traitor, so I'm gonna guess yes.
Oh, well, there we go.
There we go. Is the whole first page done? No, it's
No.
number 4 to finish off that page.
That's not too bad.
No. Well, I mean, it depends on what's on the other pages. We're at number 29. This is Temmin Snap Wexley. I'm hoping that for the singles market we can get down to the point where we're only missing rares if possible for most sets, because I think the rares should be a lot easier to get than the commons and uncommons. This is number 57. This is a Vibro Knife. I can't even easily tell how many packs we still have. This is number 59, Ascension Gun. These boxes also take forever to open because you're essentially opening stuff twice because you have to open the main pack and then open this little thing. Oh, it's R2-D2. It's number 42, R2-D2. That's cool. He's a hero, but he doesn't have values for... Oh, he's a support, which means he can... He doesn't just start as a hero character. There's the traitor event. So I've heard that this came at the point where they did very, very briefly introduce kind of a vintage style format. This is number 13, Command Shoal. And the way this game kind of works is the vintage format got to where you were trying to mill your opponent out every time. Because the game has a mechanic where at the start of your turn, instead of drawing a set number of cards, you draw until you have 5 in hand. And you never mill an opponent, you make them discard cards from hand, but then if they can't discard from hand, they then mill off the top of the deck. This is number 44, Jyn Erso. So there'd be a crazy combo where you could like mill your opponent's entire hand and hit a couple of cards on the top of their deck, like every turn, or at least in the first couple of turns. We have number 27, Mon Mothma. I think I've seen that as you're flipping through the binder. Definitely already have that one. Laura has 2 rows of dice going.
That's 3.
Okay, it's on to 3 rows, but it's 2 distinct things. Number 17 is the Interrogation Droid. Do you need that one?
Yes.
We do. Sweet. Oh, we're down to... Oh, no, 4 packs. I thought 5 packs? Maybe 5 packs.
An amount of packs.
I thought it was just 2, but there's 2 more hiding. This is number 30, C-3PO. Go along with the R2-D2 that we got. We already have him. Alright. Ow. Wow, that is... I very nearly just draw... I'm going to take the rest of these packs out of the box. I've just very nearly drawn blood reaching into the box. That's very sharp. Alright, now it's 4 packs left. Ooh, number 22, the Slave 1. This is a legendary card, that's cool. And it looks like we need it. She's reaching for the sleeve. Excellent. I didn't actually keep track of how many legendaries we got in this box. Oh, well, there's another one. Baze Malus, number 26. Sure, we can just look at the die when we're done and figure out how many mythics there are. Kind of legendaries, sorry. And that one is number 6. I'm sure we had him. It's Imperial Discipline. Did we already get that one in this box? We did. There's one right there. So that's the first repeat rare from the box. And it wasn't even one we needed the first time. That's depressing. Alright, final pack. I have no idea what we actually want. Is it number 16, Lure of Power? I don't think it is. I think we've already had that one. Yep. Alright. So that was the box. So what we'll do is we're going to throw these in the binder now, and I'll give you guys a quick update of the binder when we're done with that. So the binder on the set isn't looking too bad, apart from the glare from the lights. So there's 14 rares and legendaries total that we're missing, which isn't too bad.
No.
And then I think a total of 10 other cards from the set, which I'm gonna guess are all uncommons. So maybe we'll get another box of this. I mean, they're very cheap, so we could price up how cheap the singles are compared to whether it'd be worth taking a punt on another box.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, oh wait, I should show off the dice before I end this. Yeah, cool. Let me get this dice tray out. So this is how the dice look from the set. You can see we've got the same 14 gaps. These are actually some really nice dice boxes I got. So there's a box like this, just a plain cardboard box, and it holds 2 layers of dice. So I've got this this is obviously set 2, so this goes on the bottom, and then set 1 goes on the top. They're really nicely fitted. They were custom made specifically for Star Wars Destiny, so they're very nice boxes. So I'll put that away. So anyway, yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, because there's another one coming next week for the set 3. This one, which one was this? Spirit of Rebellion. So the one is Empire at War. Something like that.
Something like that.
That's the names of the 2 sets. I'm struggling with which one we just opened. We did just open Spirit of Rebellion. So yeah, Empire of War coming next Wednesday for Booster Box Wednesday. So look forward to that.
And then after that, maybe Pokemon again.
Well, let's see what's happening. See if we're able to get a hold of. So see if the new set's out by then. See what is happening with Pokemon. We'll figure it out. Anyway, thanks again for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Thanks for watching. Check out some more videos right here.
And don't forget to subscribe for more awesome content from DJ Gigabyte.
Gotta catch 'em all.